Well, well, well.
Well,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while.
it's been a while.
Been a while since I posted. We're just gonna make noise for a little while until, oh, look, we have a couple of viewers. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, guys. It's been a minute. It's been a while. We're probably gonna do some more singing. This is gonna be a quick live stream. It's gonna be quick, but you know, we just thought we should take a moment to check in. And I've spoken to some people recently who've asked me, why aren't you making content? What happened? Where'd you go? What happened? And so we just thought we would take a minute to say hi and talk about that a little bit, talk about some upcoming travel plans we have, how we're going to start doing some more content. A lot of you guys may know some things about me personally, and what we got going on down here in Texas. But the big thing that changed after my 2022 congressional campaign was that I turned my focus towards my business. And I wanted to take the time to really grow that into something more. I've been self-employed. I had been self-employed for like 8 years or something like that. Yeah. And what I realized is that if you're self-employed and you don't work, you don't make money. That may come as a shock and a surprise to some of my viewers. Yeah. But we sacrificed a lot that year that I ran for Congress. And I just didn't, I just was like, no, I need money. I want some money in my pocket. I want to feel comfortable. I want to make sure that I can take care of my family. And so, I've spent the last couple of years growing I Love Your Money to something much bigger. I actually have 6 employees now. Isn't that crazy, Ben? 6 employees. Remember how afraid I was to have 1 employee?
Yes, I do. I remember those arguments.
So we've done a lot of growing. It's been really crazy. It's been really fun. And, I didn't want to just turn into one of those talking heads that we're seeing on social media so much nowadays. I wasn't sure where I wanted to fit in, how I wanted to be participating politically. And I didn't want to just be one of those people on YouTube being like, blah, 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 like not just spouting my opinion about how terrible everything is. It's not super useful. Not super useful, you guys. But if you're out there, hey, make a comment. Let us know you're there. Say hi. Hello. 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 We love to chat with our viewers. So yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. And then, then we have political assassinations start happening. And you go, okay, we really need sane, reasonable voices out there helping people decipher and figure out what's happening. And so, a lot of the content I've had the privilege to produce the last couple of years has been faith-based. I did a music video, a short film, a documentary, all Christian related. Got to go to the International Christian Film Festival after our projects were selected. So that was cool. And I think that really with everything that we're seeing in the world today, it's y'all, people need Jesus, like for real. And if we as Christians have the answer, it's kind of our responsibility to share that if we want to see things change, if we want to see our country heal, if we want to see less division and hatred. It starts with us. So no more sitting on the sidelines.
Yep.
Yeah. You got anything you want to add to that, Benjamin? Aside from the fact that you've been giving me crap for not making content for 2 years.
Getting that. But No, people have been super extra for
Yeah.
recently more than normal. And
Yep.
it has like I don't know how much y'all know that I don't really get into talking about politics for real. I'm more interested in talking about culture, but because of how deeply politics is ingrained in culture right now, it's entwined in everything. You can't really get around it. So by extension, I am now politically engaged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Can't not be anymore.
Cannot be. But some of the ideas and concepts that I'm seeing people pushing nowadays that just don't make any level of sense to me. When you start seeing how much people genuinely don't like America, who are Americans, how much they wish they lived in another place and they won't go there. They will instead try to change everything that everybody else has. I start to have problems with that. I look at it like, let's say I played soccer my whole life and I come to America and I don't understand American football. And then right as I'm kind of getting a handle on the rules and regulations and I'm setting myself up to be successful in that endeavor, people want to just change the rules over. That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
Right now that we're adults doing the adulting thing, we've suffered all the consequences of good, bad, whatever of what was going on before.
Yeah.
Now when I'm trying to do stuff now, everyone is like, I don't want freedom anymore. Govern me harder, daddy. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not the deal that I thought we all signed though with that Constitution. So like, now I have to be involved in the conversation. So,
well, speaking of the Constitution, be on the lookout for a conversation between Benjamin Franklin and Mr. Mark Meckler from Convention of States coming out soon.
Yeah,
we got to do that this week. So yeah, we shot a fun interview between our good friend Chip Howell over at Elephant Room Strategies as Benjamin Franklin with Mr. Mark Meckler from Convention of States. It's a really fun conversation. But back to what you were just saying, Ben, you know, the biggest thing that I think most people are missing in what is happening right now, the tension, the chaos. Y'all need to understand that this is a psyop. Like real talk. And you know, where's my tinfoil hat? Shoot, where's my tinfoil hat? Put my tinfoil hat on. But you guys, on both sides, okay, even my good right winger friends talking about civil war, left talking about civil war. I get it. I understand why they want us dead. I hear you. I'm not even arguing that point. But like, you guys, there are political actors who have literally done this same thing in other countries over and over again. And that's how they developed their wealth. We have the Russians and the Chinese former spies telling us that you can't invade America from the outside. You have to destroy it from the inside. And so much of this chaos we're seeing is that fomentation of division.
Wasn't that in the 60s, Yuri Bezmenov, people like that?
Correct.
And I just watched it was a video. He was talking to some people on a campus. I don't remember the gentleman's name, but he said, none of this is new to us. He said, all this collegiate activity is new to you. He said, but every time anyone wants to do a revolution, they call college kids the useful idiots because they're the ones that desire change the most. And so they come in and turn them into revolutionaries. And
they're the ones who least understand the consequences of their actions, the historical context for the conflicts with which they are experiencing. Y'all, it is a psyop, okay? So if you consider yourself a Bible-believing Christian and you are out there talking about civil war, okay, look, number one, go get prepped. Okay. I'm not saying don't have plenty of guns and ammo. Okay. Because I think everyone should be prepared to be part of a well-armed militia. But B, you have to understand that guns are not the solution to this problem, and it's Jesus. You need to be, if you're out there being angry and hateful and spiteful, again, I get it. I wrestle with my flesh every day. But our flesh wants revenge. And our Lord wants revival.
Oh, that's good.
So are you sharing the gospel message? Are you being a good example of the gospel?
Are you being the gospel message?
All of these people that we see out there harming themselves, mutilating their bodies, all of the, I don't even know what we're allowed to say on the social medias anymore, but like, identity, belonging, and purpose are the three things that we know every human being needs. Go check out the Purpose Project. Shout out Catalyst Collective. Identity, belonging, and purpose. All these kids who are cutting off body parts and taking hormones, they are desperately seeking identity, belonging, and purpose.
Or they already found belonging in some of the stuff that they're doing that we think is extreme.
So what if they found belonging in relationship with good Bible believing Christians who actually love the way Jesus loved? It didn't say go out and make disciples of other believers. It said go out and go make disciples. You're supposed to be reaching out to the sinners. And
the point is that if your response is not to spread the good news, and is instead to spread the bad news, what does that say? Now, that doesn't mean don't call bad, evil, whatever.
Absolutely.
We're not saying that, but
is there balance?
Is there a purpose? Like, I can get up here and talk about how everybody's a moron forever.
All day.
But what am I trying to get people to do? I want you to possibly go to church if I can get you that far. I do want you to distrust the government.
Mm-hmm.
I do want you to be prepared to protect your family from other regular citizens who are crazy, or the government who is power mad. Either way you want to do it, that's what all I'm saying. Both of those things are part of it. But underlying all that is I want you to have faith. The God is king, Jesus king, it'll be okay. That's the underlying thread here of all of the other stuff we're doing.
Yeah.
Like not hopelessness, not rage, not anger.
I'm pretty sure that's not gifts of the Spirit.
These are not, okay? You want to do it because it's what the right thing to do. Protect people because it's the right thing, not out of revenge and rage. If you're doing it for that reason, they've already poisoned your well, and you can't do anything good if you're coming from a poisonous place. So they've already won.
Already.
If the bad guys make you hate and want to get revenge and yada yada yada, well, they already won.
Yeah. Y'all be praying for the spirit of division to be lifted from this country.
Yeah. It's just two evil people on a scrimmage. You're not on the right team in that moment.
Yep.
So,
and this is the thing is the average normal everyday citizen is getting dragged into the chaos.
Yeah.
And innocent people are suffering.
Correct.
I'm just not with it. I am not with it. I don't like, we have to switch the screens around because when I go to look at you, I look the opposite way.
I mean, we can do that.
Does that trip you guys out when I'm like this and I'm looking away from Benjamin?
Yeah, listen on the comments.
So, okay, so enough lecturing for the day. Exciting news. We're going to Israel. Very exciting, you guys. We get to be part of a delegation of state representatives and senators.
Mhm.
And I don't know how much we can exactly say yet, but we're really super excited.
Yeah, we're not going to say much. We'll tell you all about it when
We'll
we
be
get
able
there
to-
and when we come back.
Yeah. We'll get to post more.
I think unofficially we're going to be representing Texas.
No, there's one Texas person there.
One Texas person?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
But
all over the place, you guys. All
Yeah.
over state representatives from all over the country.
Yeah. So this will be fun, educational. One of the things we've talked about is not just repeating things we hear on TV.
Yeah.
Seeing stuff and then running our mouths about it, having no firsthand experience.
Correct.
So when this opportunity came up, we were like, okay, great. We get to walk in these places, see these things. One, as Christians, as believers, getting to see where, our
Jesus
faith originated.
Get to walk the streets. Are we going to the tomb? Did they say we're going to the empty tomb?
I don't remember, but the point is, getting to do all that. And then it also relates to, the conflicts. Okay. Well, everyone's talking about Israel and how it's like this or like that. Haven't been there. Half the people I hear that talk about it never went. And so they've never been to Judea and Samaria. They've never been to any parts of what's considered Palestine, Gaza, any of that stuff. They haven't seen it. They haven't seen it. It's just a place on a map. You have no context. You've seen nothing. And so it's like, well, if we're going to be talking about this stuff and it's going to be in the news, I want to experience something. I want to talk to an Arab in Israel.
Yep.
Let's get around some people.
Yep.
I want to talk to some Israelis. They said Israelis hate Israel. Okay, let's go talk to some. See if they really do.
Yeah.
Why not? So that's what I'm interested in seeing.
Yep.
Firsthand. We did the border when we were talking about the border stuff. We went to the border. We didn't just talk about it. We drove down there.
We've been to the border
and scoped out people crossing rivers.
Like, in fact,
we went to the fences. We saw the things. So as much firsthand experience as you can get with any of this stuff, try to. And we're trying to be better and bring better intel.
Yep. And that's the big thing, you guys, is we don't need to create more noise. There's plenty of that. But what we do need more of are reasonable, rational people bringing us information. And I mean, this is a dream trip for me. And just to go to Israel in the first place is an honor. I think the most important thing for people to, or let me start that sentence over again. There's probably some folks watching this who have feelings about Israel and the conflict going on in Gaza right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can certainly understand that. I want a government friendly to the United States and friendly to Christians to be in charge of the most holy place on earth.
Yeah.
It is where my Messiah came from. It is where my religion, my faith, and the foundation of my faith, it is the origin, Judeo-Christian, right? I follow a Jew.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I have a vested interest in that region being controlled by an ally.
Yeah.
And that does not mean that we think everything that the government does is awesome. But I would also begs the question. What government can be trusted all of the time to do the right thing, to be whatever? Okay. Governments are not designed to take care of people. And I know that's crazy. It's controversial, especially in the United States where we think the government is supposed to take care of everyone.
Correct. They cannot do that.
They cannot. But when you have a country the size of what, like New Jersey, surrounded by people who hate you and want you dead, I'm not sure what you expect from that government or those people. I really don't get it. I really, this idea that Israelis should just allow themselves to be murdered because feelings, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't get that. So if I have any Jew hating listeners left, sorry.
Well, I pray you keep listening. I want to be very clear. I am a military brat. Most of you probably know. I did security on Fort Hood. I was there when one of the terrorist attacks took place. I was just getting off work. I had people on base that I had to call to check in on because Hassan, I believe his name was, wanted to go shoot people on Fort Hood. Okay. So I have very specific feelings about anything terror related, regardless of the source, regardless of the reason why you would do the thing. I want to just say this. How many times have you seen Captain America snatch up the daughter of a villain and run off?
Never.
Take her as a hostage to protect him while he's doing
kidnapping.
anything.
Never.
So for my limited education, which might be more than most, I did study some terrorism in college. I thought about going to law enforcement. The heroes are almost never the ones taking hostages, or people, attacking specifically civilians. So you might say enemy combatant who might have a valid argument might do that, but the hero of the story isn't that. And I think part of the problem when they see politics is we think it's always a game of heroes. So it would be like me saying that the people in Palestine may not have an argument for why they might be mad. Okay, you might have an argument. Is it okay to murder people and be a terrorist? Absolutely not. And I think that once you start doing that, once you start attacking civilians, especially when you start attacking American civilians, because you don't care about none of that, you deserve all the smoke and energy that comes your way. Well, now your people don't necessarily, but the people who did those things, you've earned action. That's all I'm saying.
And I want to be really clear that the deaths of the so-called Palestinians is on the head of Hamas, not Israel.
Absolutely.
If you're hiding munitions in hospitals and churches and schools, again, they're the bad guy.
Yeah, not the hero of the story.
Not the heroes don't do that stuff. Yeah. They don't hide behind human shields.
Yeah, boss. It's 2025. You could have made a viral video. You could have made a hit rap song talking about the issue. You could have shot a documentary. You didn't need to shoot people.
Innocent.
You don't have to do that.
Innocent people.
This is not that time. So anytime that's your action, you're not going to be able to sell me the sob story after you did that. You threw the stone, then you went and hid. And here's the thing, and this is very savage, and I get it. If you allow your leaders to do things like that, it's partially your fault. And I know people say, well, the people there can't control that. Yes, they can. You could fight a war. You could have a civil war.
But they are having a civil war.
I want to be clear. I'm black. There was an issue with the way people were treating black people. It turned into a civil war. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. And if you're being held hostage by terrorists and you want me to treat you that way, again, it's your job to show me you don't like these people and separate yourself. There are wild Christians in the earth. They do wild stuff. I got to explain that I'm not like them. Okay? That's my job to do that. It's not an Islamic person's job to do that. I'm the Christian. I've got to show I don't think XYZ is cool. I gotta call out Westboro Baptist if they do something wild and it's in the media. I gotta if I see someone touch a child, it's not okay because he's of the same religion to me. That dude's a problem. Get him up out of here.
Speaking of getting up out of here,
Sorry.
we got to get up out of here.
There's a lot of energy right now.
Yep.
But the point is, we're like Trump says, we don't want to see anybody die. If you die, that's not an opportunity for us to come together and maybe to have you come to faith.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see anybody pass away.
Yeah.
I want everybody to live and be free to live the life they want to live, the way they want to, if it's not hurting everybody else.
And on that note, we got to go. Unless you're going to take over the show for the rest of this time.
Gotta
All
go.
right, yeah.
Gotta eat.
All right. Y'all, we got to go. Go make disciples. Don't be an asshole. Okay? That's your message for the day.
Wow.